among the top causes for daily fatigue. According to Maurice Arnaud, author of Hydration Throughout Life, about 75 to 80% of people suffer from mild dehydration, and that causes symptoms such as exhaustion or headaches and occasional dizziness. And then as dehydration gets worse, the symptoms also become more severe and can even lead to hospitalization or death. So that's why it's really important that we make sure we stay hydrated and get the amount of water that our bodies need. So I've been involved in sports ever since I was really little because my dad wanted to make sure I stayed active to get a healthy body. And he said that it was really important that I made sure I drank enough water because drinking water helps your body in a lot of different ways. And for a long time, I just drank water because my dad told me to. But more recently, I started learning about the specific reasons why our body needed water and what it used to use the water with. Okay, so to help you understand, I will go over why drinking water is important, how you can stay hydrated, and how you benefit from it. Okay, so first I'll go into the importance of water. The main reason is that our bodies need it for homeostasis. As you can see here, water plays a really important role in our bodies. It does a lot of things like regulating temperature, lubricating joints, hydrating your tissues and skin, and protecting organs. It's also really big in the circulatory system because there's a lot of water in your plasma, more than 90%. So as you can see here, the circulatory system goes all throughout your body. And without water, it's not able to transport minerals and cells all throughout your body. So it's really important that you get enough water. Okay, so dehydration also carries a lot of risks. Some of the more common ones, again, are exhaustion, muscle cramps, headaches, dry skin, kidney problems, irregular blood pressure. And then as the symptoms become more severe, you need to get medical attention because otherwise you could die. As you know, in about 3 days without water, you'll die because your organs will be lacking water and they'll start to shrivel. And it's especially important for you to seek attention if it's in an elderly person or in a child because their bodies are more susceptible to dehydration. And it's also really important in athletes because athletes are constantly working out, so they're losing the water that they have in their body. They're sweating it out, and then a lot of times they're not replacing the water by drinking it. So then they're suffering from things like heat stroke or heat exhaustion and muscle cramps, and it can get really dangerous and has been known to lead to death. Okay, so now I'll go into the ways that you can stay hydrated and healthy. Some of the more common ways is just your diet, making sure that you're eating fruits and vegetables, especially fruits because some of them, like grapes, include a lot of water. They're mostly water, actually. And then vegetables are also good, even though they're not as good as fruits. They still have more water than other foods do. Beverages are obviously the best because it's exactly what you need. So when you're drinking water, that's exactly what your body needs. But you can also use other things like juice or milk. It's really bad to drink alcohol, though, because it's pretty much getting rid of all the water in your system and making you really sick, which is why it's important to always be matching water to the amount of alcohol you're drinking. Okay, and another way is to make sure you're tracking your water consumption. So there's a lot of charts you can find online or in books, and it shows examples of how much water you should be drinking according to physical traits. So most of them just use weight, but some of them are more specific, like with your age and gender and things like that. So an example would be for about 91 to 120 pounds, you should be drinking about 7 to 8-ounce glasses every day. And then it's also really important if you're exercising that you're drinking even more water, again, because you're losing whatever water you had before. According to Jacqueline Bernig Nutrition for Sports and Exercise, there's some ways that you can help make sure that you're drinking enough water throughout practice. For example, you can weigh yourself before and after the practice to see if you're losing a lot of weight after practice, which means that you're just losing a lot of water. Okay, so how will you benefit from drinking more water? The biggest thing is probably homeostasis, making sure that your body has enough water to function properly, and it also energizes your muscles. So for athletics, electrolytes, you're able to perform at your best because your muscles are energized, which means that they can work correctly. It also helps your skin appearance because without water, your skin isn't being hydrated, so it's getting dry and shriveled. And then it helps your kidneys because kidneys need water to help flush out the waste materials and other things that your body doesn't need. Okay, so let's review. Water is really important in your body because it's involved in a lot of systems and different organs. It helps keep your skin looking good, and it helps your kidneys function properly and important things like that. Dehydration is really dangerous because, dehydration is really important because it is not important. It causes a lot of risk factors such as heat exhaustion or muscle cramps or other dangerous things, and can even lead to death. There are many benefits to proper hydration, but the main include maintaining homeostasis, energizing your muscles, and improving kidney function. So as long as we remember to stay hydrated, we will be healthy and be able to perform correctly. Thank you. Are there any questions?